Yo, what's going on, guys? Going to be showing you how to dominate on Kalista AD carry. The biggest thing you need to know about Kalista is she doesn't scale the best, but she's a lot of fun and she has a lot of all-in potential level 1. So what you want to do on her is preferably cheese the enemies right before the lane starts. In this case, they are a Draven and Set, so it's going to be a tough 1v1. We have the Targ. I went for Exhaust since they have Assassins. I saw they had a Zed on their team. If you're going to play Kalista, if they have an Assassin like Diana Zed, you're forced to go Exhaust, otherwise they'll one-shot you. In this case, my Taric went Ignite. Taric could have gone Heal or Ignite. Draven does have a lot of healing though. So we're just going to chill in this bush for a second. We're going to wait for about 125. Graves should get a leash. I think my Taric's AFK. Alright, they actually warded this. So we can't do it now. It's warded. That's unfortunate. If they didn't ward it, we were going to wait in this bush, keep that, and as they looped around, we were going to kill them or we were going to cut them off. That was unfortunate. Draven's got a spinning axe up. Going to hit him with an auto. Got my lethal tempo up. You can actually auto attack faster if you auto a minion first. And then you want to put an auto in the minion. That way you can use your E to reset your mana cost and also damage them with your spear stacks. You want to start E pretty much every time. It's how you're going to last hit really easily in trade. We're going to just start to push the wave to take control. Draven took overheal, unfortunately. We're going to hit Set with an auto. Kalista attacks 33% faster when she stands still, so you can actually get off a lot more autos that way. If nobody's pressuring you, you can put out a lot more damage. We're actually out CSing him significantly. He's been hitting us more than we've been hitting him so far. On Kalista, you're pretty much looking to rush attack speed, and then you want to get life still. Your first item's normally going to be Bork, and then you can rush for a Death's Dance or a Hurricane. In this case, I'll be going Death's Dance since they have a lot of burst on their team with the Orianna and Zed. Taric stun was rough. That's alright. There we go. Ooh, let's get our W on him. We're going to stand still to auto faster since he's not hitting us anyways. There we go. You want to try to make sure whenever you pop your E, it kills the target. Otherwise, it uses full mana. If you kill the target, it only uses half mana and it resets the cooldown. That's how we could kill Set there really easily. If you and your support are hitting the same target, once you have your W leveled up, you get a big burst of bonus damage like you saw there. Did a bunch of extra damage. We're going to go ahead and reset. We can get a really nice first buy. Draven got really greedy there. On Kalista, you're normally going to be going lethal tempo or Hella Blades. In my opinion, lethal tempo is better, but you will need to understand how to kite out a little better. Your first item rush, you can either go for Berserkers or you can go for one of your Bork items. In this case, I couldn't really afford it, so I'm just going to stick with this. Taric has a heal, so I don't really need a potion for right now. I can get back to lane. This is pretty much your best first rush. If you have enough gold, I would recommend getting a Bilgewater Cutlass if you have 1600. If you only have 1000 gold, I'll just get the recurve bow. And if you have a weird amount of gold, you could just get a Doran's Blade and a dagger, Doran's Blade and boots. Having tier 2 boots gives you a lot more out of your passive. Your jumps are faster and they go farther. They go farther with tier 2 boots and they're faster since it gives you attack speed as well. It's also going to synergize with our lethal tempo and help us kite out the Draven. Hit him with an auto. Ooh, I wish Taric didn't do that. Alright, we're taking a lot of damage. That wasn't a good trade. I got in a weird spot where Set caught me out of my jump. I'm actually super low on health. I need heals. Taric needs to hit the minions so we can... She needs to hit the minions after he heals me. I'm going to have to reset. I'm in a really weird spot. I don't think this is a Taric main. Got him. So we're actually in a weird spot since we don't have those potions. Draven isn't a great matchup either since he does a lot more damage than you do early. You just have to hope he drops an axe or he's just not quite as seasoned as you are. Otherwise you might have to wait for a gank or wait for them to make a mistake. Trying to hit him with a Q. Couldn't quite get to him. Messed up my E there. If you mess it up, it will go on full cooldown, which is quite a long time. You can use your Q as an auto attack resetter, so you can auto Q like that. I couldn't quite kill him there. I was about 10 damage off. Whenever you're proccing your lethal tempo is normally your window of where you're going to want to trade. So pay attention to when you hit them. You see how lethal tempo's on cooldown. Now it's not. That's when you might want to proc in an auto and get going. Hit him with an auto, hit a minion. You can hit a minion first, hit them, and then proc it that way. Either way, as long as you're hitting them with ease without putting your E on cooldown, then it's fine. I don't know why Graves is taking those. He really shouldn't be. We'll go help him with Dragon. We'll get some healing off of it. Yeah, Hellblades and Lethal Tempo is both fine. For secondary tree, you're normally better off going Domination. I'm gonna let Volibear smite it. That way I don't risk missing my E and messing up the smite. Also, that way I don't waste the mana. It only refunds half mana even if your E kills the target. We have him marked. Alright, we'll chill here for a second. Even though Kalista normally pushes with the wave to get a positional advantage over the enemies, sometimes you're going to slow push it just depending on what's going on. So there I didn't have much health. I didn't want to really all in them. I'm going to try to slow him down. Good stun by the Tark. Volibear canceling out the turret. Very nice. So I have some spears in this guy. They only last for about 3 seconds, I believe. It's like 3 or 4 seconds. So you need to try to make use of your spears when you have them in a minion. Kill a lot of them at once this way. I think he used his heal. There we go. Not bad. I'm going to try to get my ward down back here. That way I can see when they're coming. Get my rend off on multiple. Preferably leave that. Ooh, it's targeting me. Yikes. We'll wait for the Draven. I have exhaust. It's easy to land the stun on Tark if you have exhaust. Nice, Terrical. Alright, we're going to go ahead and finish these off. We see Graves is mid, so we can chill here for a second. We don't have to worry about the gank. It's normally good to keep a minion around you so you can use your E. We pretty much have the wave right where we want it. Oh, okay, let's get out. Oh, we're so fucked. We got greedy. We overstayed. I wasn't paying attention to their mid lane. You can only do this for momentarily and maybe cheese them once. I was just being really greedy. Especially if you're sitting on this much gold. It's just kind of bad. Alright, that was kind of sloppy. Very sloppy. We're going to go ahead and get our Bork. We can't quite get it yet. So we'll just buy big chunks of it. Go ahead and pick up a pink ward as well. They haven't had a chance to spend their gold. Doesn't look like the Draven got any of it, which is good. So the Draven passive. After you have Bork, it's normally best to go for Gunzus. For your boot options on Kalista, if you're not going to rush tier 2 boots, it's normally better to get Tabbies or Merc Treads. Their team's super AD heavy with the Graves, Zed, Draven, and Set. To where Tabbies would have been good this game. It was just as a first item rush, I had just the perfect amount of gold to kind of get this boot option. Rushing Tabbies against Draven and Set would have been good as well, since they're both physical damage, make me super tanky in lane. slowed him down. Couldn't quite get them. I could use my R there. I don't think we could have killed them because 𝐒𝐿 didn't have his R and I didn't want him to get stuck on their turret. We'll go ahead and chew these up. Stand still for faster attack speed. It's a shame that you actually attack 30% slower on in your jumps. We can go ahead and get our word down. Alright, and we'll swoop around for them again after we kill these minions. Got him. Just mix in your Q in between your autos. My lethal tempo's on cooldown. It's going to be hard for me to trade with him. My lethal tempo's still on cooldown. Draven doesn't have full item yet. We should be able to fight this. Hit it a few times. Bounce back. I'll use my healing. Nice. Looks like they're diving them. Their bot lane's having a rough time this game. Very nice. After we get turret, we can leave bot lane and just rotate mid. Or get dragons. Having constant lane prio does give you access to dragons for your jungler as well. Orianna's starting to get some gold. You can go over little walls like these with your normal jump on either your Q. Your Q is just accessing your passive jump and your autos access it as well. So we can go over little thin walls with it. I think they're backing off. Go for the Ori. Gonna Q into her. Hit with my slow. Got her. Alright, probably pull out there. Might actually be able to kill him. I have exhaust is the thing. Okay, Zed's here. Yeah, that's why you go exhaust. It kept Zed from killing me before Tark R could go off there. Your jumps backwards are actually faster than your jumps forward, by the way. There we go. Not bad. Get back on the minions for the hills. Like I said, you can stand still to auto attack faster as long as nothing's hitting you. It's actually optimal. Or probably all pulling off. We'll just back over here and hill. I'll let Volibear have blue. I don't really need it right now. Well, it'd actually be really nice to have it, but I just took the wolves from him. I understand the struggle as a jungler. I don't have to take everything. There we go. And you can even spread your Q. So if you have, like, let's say 10 spears on something, if you kill it with your Q, it'll pass through to the next thing and apply all the stacks. Oh, Zed's coming. Oh man, that's rough. We were really far out of position there. Without the 𝐒𝐿 R, we couldn't do much. Kalista plays best with things like Taric, Nautilus, Blitzcrank, Thresh. She plays all right with Yuumi. She plays best with things that typically have hard CC that can also block for her. We're going to go ahead and build into our... Not Gunzu's here. Gunzu's isn't bad on Kalista, but it's a little overrated. For how pricey it is, you're better off just going Death Stance. That's what we're going to go here to stay alive. I need to play around the Tark ult. We can't be that deep, especially if you have that much gold. If you have enough gold to buy a full item or enough gold to finish your item or enough gold, if you have like 1500 and up, there's no reason why you need to be out there doing that. Your W's you don't really use that much. You can use them in lane phase to send them down river if you have prio, but other than that, it's mainly for the passive, for doing that huge extra damage. Alright, there we go. It's mainly for doing the 14% of the target's max health if you and your... So at the beginning of the game, you put your thing on them if you and your Oathsworn are hitting the same guy. That's about it. The ghosts themselves are fairly useless. A lot of times I don't bother using them since they're just... They feed away gold a little bit, and I just kind of forget to. But yeah, you pretty much only use them if you're shoving up and you're trying to get some vision. Got him. Okay, take a few turret shots, especially after you have some armor, whether it's tabbies or you're building in the death stance. I don't want to go too deep there. I can actually go over this wall, but yeah, like I said, your dash is forward, your backwards forward don't go as far as your dash is backwards. So Kalista can kite back harder than she can kite forward. It's just how it is. We need to come wait over here. Alright, we need to get out. We're gonna queue back. I don't know why Tarek didn't come with me there. Could have just gone over the pit. Go for Scuttle Crab. Yeah, they seem like they want to be in this area. Oh man, Orianna R got me there really hard. I couldn't bounce out. Another thing you should know about Kalista is, I don't know if I got exhausted or slowed or what, but let's say so they hit you with the movement speed slow, it slows down your jumps. You can't jump nearly as fast, slows it down significantly. Or if they slow your attack speed, that slows down your jumps as well. So if they hit you with something that slows both, then you're just kind of screwed. Gonna go ahead and get our death stance now. And they're doing a lot of magic damage. I'll just go for Wit's End here. You could go for Hurricane at this point, which is fine. I'm just trying to stay alive is the thing. We don't want to be dying when we're this fed. It's really bad to be dying when you're this fed on Kalista. Or on any champion for that matter. I should have just used my flash, stay alive. I couldn't even see the Ori R to be honest. Like I never saw the animation of her or the ball. Because you have a little bit of time to react normally. Fighting it out over there. We'll just play around the dragons. We'll kite it out. So I could put this whole thing into somebody if my Q kills the dragon. As my Q travels through it, because your Q travels through anything that you kill. So my Q travels through it, it'll apply all the stacks to the next target. It's fairly impractical, but it's a fun little trick to do. The enemies don't know about it. And you can't use your E in midair as your spears are throwing. That works too. Oh, that sucks. I'm getting in a weird spot there. I'm trying to heal back up before I go back in. I do have my R, but as you see, I'm pretty tanky. This Zed's being obnoxious. Got my lethal tempo procced. Trying to heal back up. Hit him with an E. Reset because it killed minions. I can go over this wall backwards. I just can't go over it forwards. So I could like Q over this way. And we just can't do anything here. We got a group with team. This is pointless. We can just go for Baron or something. They're hiding in base, forcing us to try to turret dive them. There's nothing we can do there. We'll just take Baron. As you see, we have a lot of healing off the Borkin and Death Stance. We can pretty much solo it. We'll go ahead and smite it. As long as you're not the one tanking it, you'll do lots of damage. Whoever's tanking Baron does 50% less damage. So as long as you're not tanking it, your E-smite should do about 1500 HP. Trying to hit this bitch with a Q. She's fast. There's Zed. The enemies wanted to fight. I think Zed's trying to decide where he wants to go. I'm gonna slow him down. Garen flash R. I kind of want to go back and get the Baron, honestly. We can't end the game off that anyways. Let's go ahead and start getting some spears in it. I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As long as I'm not the one tanking it when I activate it. Should do about 1500 damage by the time we get there. It's a super smite. It's a little bit better with Rageblade, but like we talked about, Rageblade isn't that cost effective. Could even go in and out of the pit like this. It's not easy on the Baron pit. There's a little spot right in the back like that. But it's harder to go forward as back. Your forward dash doesn't go quite as far. It's this little sliver right there. Oh wow, I fucked it up. I did 200 damage less than I thought. I did at 1700, didn't quite have enough. I don't have my R here. Oh, I can't get through. I'm just getting permaslowed. We need to back off. I'll get my wit's end. I could even get a gargoyle. Another situational item on Kalista is where is it? It's Gargoyle Stone Plate is really strong on Kalista as well. If they have a bunch of assassins, you can make yourself super tanky off a Gargoyle Stone Plate. I kind of wanted that blue buff. I'm getting low on mana. Enemies are just playing super safe. We'll keep playing around dragons. You may say you wasted a lot of time mid. We have. At least we are getting the dragons. So as they wait in base, they're not really getting anything off of it. That was awkward. I can't see shit. I'll go get the dragon. That was a really good Taric ult. Go ahead and pull off. The biggest thing about Kalista or any AD carries is you have to be patient. Every single one of my deaths this game is because I was being greedy. It wasn't necessarily me getting outplayed or the enemies doing something really crafty. It's just me being way out of position for no reason. When all you have to do as an AD carry is play around objectives and just waiting for the enemies to overstep. Oh, wow. That's why you got to be careful on Kalista. If you're going to smite it with your E, you have to be very patient. Since I did it early, it messed up my jungler smite and he never smited it. And then Draven's Axe stole it. That was our Dragon Soul too. That was really bad. I should have just let Volley smite it. I didn't have enough spears in it since we were taking it so fast. Help myself. I'm gonna take these as well. I don't have my R. I want Taric to wait. Yeah, we can do this. Actually, I don't know if we can. Alright, okay, we can. Oh, I didn't get in. Got my lethal tempo on. Got him. Alright, that's probably GG if I had to imagine. Yes, just playing safe, playing smart. You can go lethal tempo or Hell of Blaze. Lethal tempo is a harder carry summoner. I mean, a harder carry rune, but once you get the hang of it. Regardless, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this Kalista commentary guide. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, come check out the stream live. We stream 5 days a week. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.